United States versus Costa Rica. The U.S. men's national team and Los Ticos will clash for the 2025 Gold Cup quarterfinals. And since I got nothing better to do, since I have no life, I decided to preview the living crap out of it. Hello. If you're new here, I'm Filippo, and welcome to Tactical Manager TV. And today we're going to do a match preview for United States versus Costa Rica in the Gold Cup quarterfinals. First, we're going to go through when and where to watch the game in the United States. Then we're going to go through some U.S. men's national team news and updates and projected starting 11. Last but not least, we're going to be talking about Costa Rica, news, updates, and how they got here. And this is the very first competent or semi-good opponent that we face in this edition of the Gold Cup. And at the end of the video, I'm going to give you my score prediction and how I think this game will play out, which is always 100% accurate, so you're going to want to stick around to the very end. Let me know your thoughts and your predictions for this game in the comment section down below. And in this video, so we can pay a special tribute to US Soccer, let's try to hit 1,000 likes, because 1,000 is a very special number. It's a great number. 1,000 is the average attendance for the US men's national team in 2025. Okay, it's not that bad, but it's probably pretty close. Roll the episode. The United States men's national team is set to face Costa Rica this Sunday, June 29th at 7 p.m. Eastern Time for the Gold Cup quarterfinals. This game will take place at the US Bank Stadium in Minneapolis. If you're in the United States, you may watch this game on Fox or Univision, even though I kinda highly recommend staying away from Fox. You can watch it on Univision, and if you don't understand Spanish, you can just have Fox on, mute it, and join us here on YouTube for our live watch-along. And listen, Fox has Alexi Lalas, and here, during our live watch-along, we have Spicy Jeff. It's a pretty easy pick. So I guess I'll see you guys on Sunday. Throughout history, the US men's national team and Costa Rica have faced each other 42 times, and the record is actually pretty close. The United States has 20 wins, Costa Rica has 17, and they tied 5 times. Now, usually, home field advantage plays a big role in this specific matchup, which means the United States has the advantage here since the game will be played in the United States. And I know you're gonna say it doesn't matter because the stadium will be empty, but look at it this way. Sure, we're not gonna have home field advantage. We're not really gonna be playing against Costa Rica at home because the stadium will be half full or half empty, whatever you wanna call it. But we're also not playing Costa Rica away. Do you get what I'm saying? The advantage is not really that we're playing at home, it's just that we're not playing them away. In the Gold Cup, these two teams have faced each other 8 times with actually a very large American advantage. The US men's national team has 7 wins and there's 1 draw between these teams. Costa Rica has never beat the US men's national team in the Gold Cup. And this does not mean they can't beat us this Sunday. All I'm saying is that they have never done it before. With that said, why don't we talk about the US men's national team? And if you made it this far in the video, don't forget to drop a like right now. Let's hit those 1,000 likes. The US men's national team got here by topping Group D, finishing first. And they did that by defeating Trinidad and Tobago 5-0, Saudi Arabia 1-0, and Haiti 2-1. So they beat the teams that they were expected to beat. Despite all of that, everything was very underwhelming. Costa Rica should be a much tougher opponent and by far the biggest test of this team in the Gold Cup so far. But we'll talk about Costa Rica very soon. At the time of this recording, Haji Wright is out of the Gold Cup due to an Achilles injury, and Damian Downs was not available in the previous game against Haiti, and he is questionable for this one. The US men's national team also has no players suspended. Now, based on the previous starting 11s in the group stage, what is the projected US men's national team starting 11 for this game? And I must say, this is what I think Pochettino would do, not what I would do. What I would do doesn't really matter. So let's go through what I think Mauricio Pochettino will do to face Costa Rica. So I believe we're going to go with a 4-2-3-1 standard formation. I'm not really going to get into the phases of play. I don't feel like doing it for this video. The goalkeeper will very likely still be Matt Freese based on Pochettino's comments after the game against Haiti, where Matt Freese did make a pretty big mistake, which led to the Haiti goal. The right back will most certainly be Alex Freeman, and the left back, I'm assuming it'll be John Tolkin. He's looked much more well-rounded, like a much better player than Arfston. That should not be debatable. John Tolkin is a better left back than Barfston. The two center backs shall remain with Chris Richards and Tim Ream. The double pivot of the 4-2-3-1 will likely be Tyler Adams alongside Luca De La Torre. Now, if it's not Luca De La Torre, I would kind of want it to be Johnny so Johnny can get another shot, but I don't think it'll be Johnny Cardoso. I would expect it to be Sebastian Berhalter, but I think he's going to go with Adams and Luca De La Torre. The right winger will probably be Jack McGlynn. He did play Jack McGlynn twice as a right winger, right midfielder during the group stage. Diego Luna on the left wing, Malik Tillman as the 10. And again, Luna and Tillman will probably interchange, but originally I probably expect Tillman to be at the 10, Luna on the left wing, and then Patrick Agyemang will be up top. I don't know if Damian Downs will be available, and even if he is, Agyemang might still start. And I'm not going to keep talking about Patrick Agyemang. I don't know what Pochettino sees in this player, and I know a lot of the Charlotte fans love him very much, but I'm not going to keep hating on the guy. Hopefully he plays well. Hopefully he scores again, because we kind of need it right now. We do need to win this game, so that's all I'm going to expect, but I have some really low expectations for this player. But, you know, considering how this U.S. men's national team plays, if Agyemang plays like crap but scores a goal or two, I'll be happy. So be it. He shouldn't be at the national team going forward, but right now, I just kind of want us to win the Gold Cup. That's it. Okay, now let's talk about Costa Rica. Los Ticos made it here after finishing in second place in Group A, where Mexico finished first due to goal differential. Costa Rica defeated Suriname 4-3 in the first game, raising a few questions about their defense, but they shook that off with a 2-1 win over a very good Dominican Republic side and a 0-0 draw with Mexico. Sure, Mexico was clearly the better team, but Costa Rica still managed to hold a 0-0 draw. A lot of that thanks to their legendary goalkeeper, Keylor Navas. Yes, unfortunately, we will be facing Keylor Navas this Sunday. Unfortunately. Now, their forward and top goal scorer, Ugalde, will be suspended due to yellow card accumulation, and their left back, Joseph Mora, is also suspended. Now, keep in mind that Ugalde does have 3 goals scored, and all of them were off penalty kicks. Actually, 3 out of the 6 goals that Costa Rica scored were all off penalty kicks. That's half of them. 50% of their goals were penalty kicks. And FootMob also has 2 very important players from Costa Rica that are listed as injured. And these are 2 very important players, Brandon Aguilera and Juan Pablo Vargas. I couldn't really find any reports on it, so let's just assume that they are questionable, but FootMob has them as injured. I don't know if they're going to play or not. By no means I think this Costa Rica side is as strong as they were when they had their golden generation like 10 years ago. But this is a respectable opponent. This is a very tough opponent. With Miguel Herrera in charge, Piojo, a legendary Mexican coach that I very much like, this team has been and will be very tough to beat. Mexico themselves got a taste of that. It seems like he likes to set them up with a back 5 and 2 up top, but with the suspensions and injuries that it seems like they have, we don't know what Piojo will do. This Costa Rica side will struggle to score against the United States. Maybe they'll rely on their forward, Alonso Martinez. He knows Matt Freese very well because he plays for New York City FC, but Matt Freese also knows him very well. My point is, Costa Rica will struggle to score against us. The problem is, I also think we will struggle to score. This might be a game between 2 soccer terrorist teams. It might be a rough watch. That's what I'm saying. And understand, the U.S. men's national team will struggle even more if we face a low block. That's actually my biggest fear. If Costa Rica bunkers, will we be able to score? We always struggle against low blocks. My biggest concern here is that the U.S. men's national team is not strong enough to completely dominate this Costa Rican side. And they have Keylor Navas, while we have a goalkeeper like Matt Freese or Matt Turner, which means we might need to create 6 to 7 chances to get 1 goal on Keylor Navas, while Costa Rica may need only 3 or 4. So that's quite concerning. When you have a goalkeeper that is pretty much the weak link of the team, which that has happened with the United States for quite some time, and then you have a team like Costa Rica where the goalkeeper is their strength, Keylor Navas is not easy to score on, we might need to create twice the amount of goal scoring opportunities to get a goal. That is concerning. I am concerned about that. But lucky for us, Costa Rica will probably struggle to create the same amount of goal scoring opportunities as the United States. I think we have more quality. But we'll see how this plays out. So what's my prediction for this game? I'm going to say it like this. Based on what I saw in the group stage, I don't think the United States are the favorites. I also don't think Costa Rica are the favorites. I believe this matchup is 50-50. It can go either way, even though we're playing in the United States of America. What I will say, though, is I'm expecting a very low scoring game. So I'm expecting it to be 0-0, 1-0, at most 1-1. So my prediction for this game is the United States pulls a 1-0 win during regular time. It's going to be a rough watch, but I think we're going to get through with one goal. How are we going to score it? I don't know. I can't predict that. But I am cautiously optimistic that we will pull a 1-0 victory. All right, everyone. Thank you very much for watching. Don't forget to drop a like before you go and let us know in the comment section down below who will win, United States or Costa Rica. I'll see you guys on Sunday for the live watch along. Thank you very much for watching and have a great day.